hello, hello. This is South Coast Kane, your page, and this is Patio Perspectives. Well, I can't say late night edition. It's kind of like evening edition. It's almost 7 o'clock my time central, 8 o'clock for you folks on the East Coast. Everybody else do the math. Yes, my hair looks greasy, as one person said, but it's all shellac back. But anyway, look, I'm sitting out here. I was grilling up some yard bird and some sausages, uh, and I went ahead and dropped my little promo video for next Thursday night. That's right, next Thursday night we're going to talk about the Miami versus Florida Gators. We're going to do our preview video. That's right, first one of the season. I am so anxious. I'm so excited. Yes, I even trimmed some of all that Grizzly Adams off, But yeah, I just want to in case you did not see it, I wanted to go ahead and make it official that next Thursday night, the 29th, I believe it is, at 8 o'clock Eastern, our normal time slot, we are going to do the Miami versus Florida preview show. That's right. That's right. Uh, Excuse me. Yeah, I've had a few of those today because, hey, I'm on vacation. But anyway, I went ahead and decided on Thursday because, like I said the other morning, everybody and their brother and mother and auntie is going to have a show Friday night, I'm sure. Uh, but we're going to do it Thursday night. We're going to talk about it. Thoughts, theories, opinions, ideas, you know. Um, and Saturday, we'll probably, oh my goodness, I guess we'll go live next Saturday. We'll probably go live. Let's see, the game kicks off at 3:30 Eastern, 2:30 my time. I'm thinking we may do a South Coast Kane pregame show, probably about that 2:30 Eastern, 1:30 Central. Well, like I said, we'll just throw it all out there. Um, I was I was trying to watch the Truck and Chub Z. He had a live show going on, but and it's not his fault. It's not his fault. This is not an insult or a um, downplay on him. But I was trying to watch his live show, and he had the Rawhide and a bunch of other guys, and everybody was talking over everybody, and it's like everybody was trying to jockey for position. Cuban Damas, my man. I was watching, like I said, I was watching Chub Z, and he had Rawhide and some other cats talking about some upcoming games for other teams, and again, it's nothing against Chub Z. It's not his fault. Uh, oh, let's see. We got Katie Nichols. Hello, Katie Nichols. Julie Moore. Hello, Julie Moore. Phil the Swag. Motto. And I was watching it, and it just seemed like everybody was talking over everybody. Everybody wanted to get their point out there, and everybody had good ideas, but unfortunately, everybody was talking over everybody. And me personally, this is just me. This is nothing against Chub Z, but I cannot get down with people talking over people. You know, uh, you have one person giving their point of view. Cajun Kane, oh my gosh, my man from Addis. across the river. What is up, dude? How you been, man? I ain't seen you in a while. I hope all is good with you, baby. Yeah, I mean, I know it's off season. We all getting together. It's like a family reunion. But anyway, uh, I'm just saying, and again, it's nothing against Chub Z, and I understand there is a little, well, I don't want to make a mountain out of a molehill, but there were some things said in our last patio perspective, and apparently, I believe this is my opinion. My opinion, there was some miscommunication, some misinterpretation between, and I don't want to single y'all out, but between Cuban and Chub Z, and I think a lot of things were misinterpreted. I don't believe things were what they were on the surface. Okay. Uh, but my opinion, I'm not getting involved, but it is what it is. So, Cajun Kane, you're in college for Diesel Tech. Cool, dude. I am so happy for you, man. I hope that works out for you. Cool, cool, cool. But anyway, like I said, I'm just sitting here on the patio. Uh, it's late August in South Louisiana. I think the temperature's only like in the mid to upper 80s. Humidity is only about 60%. I'm not really sweating too much. The ice in the cup is not really melting. What is going on? I thought we were in the midst of global warming. I thought it was getting hotter. But man, I tell you what, like I said, the ice isn't really melting. The drink isn't watered down. It was delightful this morning. It was delightful today. And when I say delightful, it was only like 90 degrees with about 45% humidity. And in case you didn't know, at this time of year, that is like fall weather here in South Louisiana. Because usually, it's like 95, heat index of 110, 115, maybe 120. But, I mean, you find folks in South Florida and anything south of I-10 in Florida, y'all know what we're talking about. These cats up north, this is the weather that kills those poor bastards. But it ain't their fault. Cajun Kane, he says, who is the impact player we added in the portal besides Ward and Martinez? I don't know. I don't care. No disrespect to you, Cajun Kane. But my opinion and my stance, Anguish. Well, we got all kind of new people hanging out with us tonight. Top 3 movies. Well, if we were talking about movies, I'd tell you, but uh, you know, Cajun Kane, no disrespect to you, buddy, but I don't care. Honestly, I don't care who the impact players are. I don't care. I don't care who the preseason, hype is revolving around. I don't care who's the preseason I don't care. I want Miami to come out and win the ACC. Plain and simple. That's my stance. And I'm sticking to it. If Miami does not win the weak-ass ACC for the first time in 20 years, then, it's cool. Yeah, Anguish, again, welcome, Anguish. I'm glad you're here. I'm glad you stopped by. But yeah, this is primarily a Miami Hurricanes football channel. Like, we need another one of those in the world. But again, hey, dude, you're welcome, bruh. You are welcome here regardless. We welcome anybody and everybody as long as you're not a knucklehead. It's cool. Uh, so Cajun Kane says, all right, Ward, our drones and passing yards. Who do you think we will have more yards? Well, I mean, I'm going to tell you right now, Ward's going to get the playing time. Ward's going to get 90 to 95% of the playing time because of the fact he's getting paid $974,000. Man, I wish I got paid. If I got paid $974,000, I could retire today. This young man is getting paid $974,000 to be quarterback for the University of Miami. So yes, he's going to play. He's going to start. He's going to be number one on the depth chart in the quarterback room. And he's going to get whatever. You know. Oh. And since I found out from Miss Katie that Martinez is going to get over $550,000, what am I doing wrong? We're in the wrong business, guys. We're doing it all wrong. Martinez is getting $550,000 for 1 year of service at the University of Miami to run the ball. So guess what? He's going to get the carries. And I hope that, well, first off, this is nothing against Cam Ward. This is nothing against Martinez. This is nothing against them personally. No, this is nothing against them. But, you know, and you're right, Cajun Kane, we got a 4 running back rotation, but let's be honest. You got one guy getting paid $500,000 to play. So guess what? The powers that be are going to want a return on that investment. So, hopefully, Fletcher gets some quality time. Hopefully, Chris and the other dude, I think they call him Hellcat or something. Hopefully they get some quality time, because I'm telling you what, if Martinez gets the majority of the carries, you can kiss them other guys goodbye. I hate to say it, but, you know, it is what it is. Again, I've said this before. I said this the other morning. You know, Miami, in my opinion, Crip! Dang, Crip. You back again. I like it. I love it. The fellowship is coming together. But what I'm saying is, you know, again, no disrespect to Martinez. No disrespect whatsoever. But I don't understand why Miami signed him as a free agent. That's all I'm saying. Oh, Crip, you got your new Xbox. Good. Cool. Excellent. So happy for you. That was kind of effed up about what you had to go through, but I'm glad you got your new Xbox, dude. I'm so happy for you. I know you're excited, but Cajun Kane is up in the building. Who's 29 on defense? That DB is cold. My boy was locked on. Well, you know, again, you know, we don't know what's on defense. And I'll be honest with you. Crip still needs $75 for the game now. Hey, from what I've gathered, Crip, with this new college football 25 or whatever the hell it's called, a lot of bugs, a lot of issues, a lot of glitches, a lot of whatever. But, hey, bruh, whatever. Hey, if you want to go get it, go get it. You know, just because you don't have the new football game right now doesn't mean anything. It's cool. But I'm glad. Hey, Crip, I'm serious. I'm I'm really happy that you were able to get your new Xbox because you said you were saving up, and excuse me, you had lost the money. But I'm glad you were able to get that Xbox and do what you need to do to make yourself happy. I'm glad for you, buddy. Good job, good job. Uh, but teach Coop how to play. Well, with Coach Coop, uh, I mean, and for everybody, QB. Oh my gosh, we got us a star-studded cast tonight in the audience. Good to see you, QB. Uh, like everybody else, Krupp. And I'm not making excuses for Coop. But he's trying to learn it like everybody else. He's doing his virtual season, doing where he plays the game on Saturday. He's just trying to keep the money coming in, and I don't mean that with any disrespect. I don't mean that as being a smartass, but Coop is doing the YouTube as a living, so he's got to do what he's got to do, and we all know Coach Coop is the real entertainer. That young man there. Oh my gosh. He's going all out. You know, but I can't speak to the knuckleheads that come into his chat because there are some knuckleheads in that chat. You know, uh, I try to step in with Coop, but with some of the knuckleheads in the chat, and I hate to hold that against Coop, but with some of the knuckleheads in the chat, man, oh my gosh. But anyway, regardless of the fact, me and Cube had a conversation about certain YouTube creators and how I've become what I've become and how I've gravitated to what I've gravitated to. Me and Cuban has had that conversation, but that conversation is out there. So for those of you who think that I have forsaken Coop, and those that may think that I have, pandered or gravitated to a certain group of individuals, you need to find my video. I'm not going to tell you where it's at, but it's there. I give explicit details on why I do what I do. Okay? But anyway. So, you got to realize one thing. Talking about Coach Coop. Coach Coop has his target audience, okay? Mr. Frank and Mr. Devin on Utah, they have their target audience. Coach Hayes, target audience. And what I mean is, because let's face it, there's like umpteen thousand Miami Hurricane football channels out there. You got some cats that are blowing so much smoke up people's ass. Okay? You got the shoe shiners. You got the CCC, the Canes check cashers. And you got the people that are speaking reality. And with Coach Coop, he's just doing him, bruh. Mr. Devin, Mr. Frank, they're doing them. Coach Hayes is doing him. They're doing what they think is best for their brand. Now, some of these other shows, and yes, I am saying it. I am saying it today on, what's the day? The 21st? Yes, August 21st. All right, August 21st. You got a lot of these cats out there on the YouTube. They're just, shoe shiners, they are, pay no attention to the man behind the curtain syndrome, the Wizard of Oz situation. You know, they are doing they are in the Bondo syndrome. If you know what Bondo is and what Bondo does, we talked about it the other morning. You know what I'm talking about. You know. But, and again, I'm not ridiculing or judging those that are out there being shoe shiners. They're just trying to pay the Netflix bill. They're trying to pay the rent, the mortgage. But again, you got those of us who are trying to keep it real. Those of us who apparently suffer from PTSD from the last 20 years. You're damn right I do. And until things change, I'm going to continue to suffer from PTSD. Okay, get over it. Okay, I've been, okay, here we go. Here we go. The old white bastard is round up. So, the last 20 years, we have been told, we have been fed that, the schedule is easy. This team is the talented team. This team is going to do it. Been told that for 20-something years. But guess what? Nothing happens. We still end up 7-6, 7-5. We end up 6-7. Okay? And, Coker the Choker basically rode the coattails of Butch Davis in 01 and 02 and 03. We went through it in the rise of the fall. Okay? Since 2004, what the hell has Miami done? Well, in 2017, we went like 10-3. Well, let me tell you something about 2017. It was an anomaly. It was not. It was just an anomaly. The ball bounced Miami's way. Receivers caught the ball on 4th down against Georgia Tech. So don't give me this sunshine, unicorns, and rainbows on how this is the most talented team. Don't give me the rainbow and unicorns about some of the greatest catches in green tree history. Don't give me the rainbows and unicorns about this is the easiest schedule. Don't give me that. Give me success on the field. Give me success on the field. Coaching staff, administration, set these young men up for success on the field. I'm tired of it. And when those of us who call the bullshit out, we're called anti-Kane. Let me tell you something. Let me give you a little insight. I'm not fan police. I'm not saying I'm any better than anybody else. But let me give you a little personal experience on how anti-Kane I am. Everybody around here, when I say around here, within a 10-mile, 20-mile, 15-mile radius, when they hear my name, they think of one thing: Miami Hurricanes. All right? Even in the late 90s, 96, 97, 98, I still wore my jersey. I still wore my hat. When Miami got, when they get beat in the last 20 years, I still I still wear my jersey. I still represent the U. In the 80s, when I was in high school, that's right, that's how old I am. In 86, the Fiesta Bowl of 87. I still wore my Miami stuff. After the Doug Flutie pass of 84, still I was representing the U. Still wore my orange and green. Now, does that make me any better than anybody else? No. But what I'm saying is, before you, after 2017 Canes fans, start judging those of us who have been around for longer than you've been alive. Before you start passing judgment and you start pointing that finger saying, well, you're not buying into Mario, you must be anti-Kane. No! No! We've seen this dog and pony show before. It's like watching the Brady Bunch on TBS back in the late 90s. We've seen it. You know? And straight up, I really didn't want to make this an aggravated, angry, bad vibe Moriarty video, but it's if you feel that with the addition of the transfer portal players, and if you feel, oh, QB, what? But if you feel like Mario is changing things, and if you feel like, with all the additions in the transfer portal, Cam Ward, Martinez, Brown, etc., that's fine. I applaud your enthusiasm. I am not judging your enthusiasm. If you think Miami's going to come out and just kick ass, take names this year, I applaud you. I encourage it. I'm not criticizing you, but what I'm criticizing is those of these established corporate radio people who call people like myself, Cuban Damas, Shad, QB, Mr. Devin, Mr. Frank, call us anti-Kane because we're like, hey, let's see what happens on the field because of the last 20 years, y'all ain't done jack shit. That's all. Again, look, I'm telling y'all, as my man Cuban says, history is being Biden moment. History is being recorded. And I stand by what I say. And whether you like Cuban or hate Cuban, you got to admit, Cuban got some good stuff. I like Cuban. Okay? But if you don't like Cuban, you don't understand him. Anyway, just because there's some of us old bastards, me personally, my opinion, me and my old white bitter ass, oh, you're expecting things to be like it was back in the 80s and stuff. No, I'm not. I want this coaching staff to make this Miami football team. I want these young men to be set up for success. And don't give me there really hasn't been much talent on the team, Bullshit. We just went through the rise and the fall since February on Monday Gras. There's been talent. It has been underutilized. You know? And again, I asked the question the other night, last Friday, which, by the way, this coming Friday, you talk, Devin and Mr. Frank. Love those guys. They're coming on Friday night. But anyway, I posed the question last Friday night to Mr. Frank and Mr. Devin and to the chat on the You Talk show. What has Mario done in his first 2 years as the head coach of the University of Miami football team? What has he done that is any more special than the other coaches' first 2 years since Coker? Honestly, what has he done to award what has Mario done to award himself all these accolades after 2 years? Okay, so Cajun Kane, my man from across the river on the west side, he says recruit. Okay, so all the recruits that Mario had, 22, 23, how many of those are still here? You know, case in point. And again, I'm not being argumentative, I'm just giving my point of view. So when Trevante Citizen out of Lake Charles, Southwest Louisiana, when he signed with Miami, I was excited. You know, we got a player from Louisiana. Trevante, pretty good little player. I want to see what he does. Okay, and when Parrish transferred out, the first thing out of the mouths of the shoe shiners was, we have to have a running back out of the transfer portal. Bullshit. You got Trevante. So what's Trevante do? Well, hell, I'm coming back from injury, haven't had a chance to prove myself, but yet, you know, you got Fletcher, you got Citizen, you got little Chris, haven't had a chance to really prove themselves. Now you're saying we need a transfer portal running back. Trevante says, bye. He goes, I think he went to McNeese State, went back home. I mean, he was injury prone, but he had that one knee injury. He had that one knee injury. He never really got a chance to do anything. He was not allowed. Once he got over his injury, okay, yeah, he had, I think it was a knee or something. Okay, it happens. But he was never allowed to get on the field and prove what he can do before all the talking heads are like, hey, we got to have a transfer portal. We got to get a free agent in here. You know? And again, don't get me wrong. Please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. Me personally, this is just me personally, that I'm getting conflicting signals in that, you know, Mario has brought in these top 5, top whatever recruiting classes. But yet, when those recruiting classes, you know, early in the year, they decide to transfer out, now he's a transfer portal guru. Okay? So my question is, okay, are we going to do the recruiting, you know, the established, successful process of recruiting, or is Miami going to do the quick win, the quick grits, instant grits scenario where you get the NIL guys, the free agents? Because let's face it, you know, next year, and of course, a lot of us get ridiculed for saying this, but what happens at quarterback next year? What happens at running back next year? You know, if you had Chavante and Fletcher spending time, then you can move on to next season and you still got Chavante and Fletcher doing their thing. And here's the thing. I'm not going Hayru. No disrespect to my man Hayru. I love Hayru. Y'all need to go check out Studio One Live stuff. He got some good stuff. But my thing is, what is Mario's end game? Why are you in such a hurry, Mario, to win now? We've discussed this before, and those of you who've been around, those, as the cool kids say, if you know, you know. But Mario, why are you in such a hurry to win now? That's all I'm asking. Why are you so worried about 2024 season and not thinking ahead to 2025, 2026? Now, I will say this. And you're right, Crip. You're right. Winning brings better recruiting, but the fact of the matter is what what is the identity of Mario and his coaching staff and his player personnel? Talked about that on the You Heard, the identity crisis. Are we trying to go through the recruiting process and bring in the farm system and build up players next man up? Or are we trying to bring in the instant grit syndrome? I don't know. All I know is Miami better freaking win the ACC this year. That's all I got to say. I don't give a rat's ass. Okay? Miami's got to win the ACC. And, you know, I said this on, I hate to keep referencing the U Talk, but I love Mr. Devin and Mr. Frank just as much as I love Cuban and Shad and the rest of y'all. But I had told him, I said, you know, and I'm serious about this. And I'm not going psycho stalker. But if things don't pan out, I'm thinking about driving about 30 minutes to the north of my house. Go find the Dawson family because they're right there in Clinton, Louisiana. They're just 20 miles, 30 minutes north of me. That's where Coach Shannon's family's from. He's from Clinton, Louisiana. Just a few, like I said, 30 minutes north of me. Guidry's over there in the southwest corner. And I am seriously thinking about saying, bruh, I'm not going to put you on record. I'm not putting you on film, but man, what's going on? What exactly is going on? Is Mario, I mean, what's happening? And again, I can't stress enough. I cannot stress enough. In the great words of Cuban Damas, Cuban Kane, as most of y'all know him, wash, rinse, repeat. That's what the Miami football program has been in since '04. Wash, rinse, repeat. Same old, same old. And I'm not trying to be one of those selfish fans in which I want my team to win in order for my life to be better. No. But I was there during the 80s. Okay? I was there riding high with the 80s. I was there riding high during the 90s. Yes, I was. I was riding high since the 2000s. I was riding with Miami in the 2010s. And I'm here in the 20s. Okay? And I'm just saying, just because it's starting to get a little dark out here. What I'm saying is just because the likes of a Josh Pate or whatever show is giving credit to Miami, you know what that means? Jack shit. Jack shit. Don't mean anything. We all can talk. Until Mario and the coaching staff puts a successful product on the field, doesn't matter. It doesn't matter. And again, we'll talk about this next Thursday. But, Krypton wrote me a paragraph. Let's see. Kryp says, I believe things are going to happen. It will see like I like it seeing at least Mario is trying. Yeah, again, I am not, please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. This has nothing to do with me being anti-Mario. This has nothing to do with me being anti-whoever or whatever. What it has to do with is the noise and the noise and the stuff that's being said has been amplified because of social media, the X, the Facebooks, the YouTubes. I mean, it's been amplified, okay? But, I'm not trying to be the pisser of the cornflakes, but I'm telling y'all, the stuff we're hearing now, I have basically heard the same thing for 20 years. Okay? Every year. Oh, they're going to do it. This is it. This is the year. That's why I did the Rise of the Fall series. Now, again, please don't misconstrue what I'm saying. If you feel, I'm just going to use names because y'all are here. But let's say Crip and Cajun Kane. Just using y'all. Just using your name. No, I'm not singling you out. But, if Crip and Cajun Kane feel like with the addition of Cam Ward and Martinez and everything, this team was going to go and just do extraordinary things. That's fine. That's fine. I'm not arguing or debating or ridiculing or insulting your opinion on what you think the team's going to do. That is not what I'm doing. I'm just giving you what I think. Okay, this crazy old white bastard that's been a fan of Miami since basically 79. Okay? Does that make me any better? No! Not at all. But I do have an opinion. And, the thing that really... Here's the thing that ticks me off. Here's what really gets my goat. Okay? When you have these fine folks on the YouTubes, the insights, the you heards, the 247s, the Josh Pates, okay, the corporate radio. When they sit here and they just put out all this feel-good, pump the smoke up my ass as a Miami Hurricanes fan. Even Dono. You know, when you say all this stuff, you know, it's like, come on, man, really, really. I mean, I've heard this before. Let's see, but at some point, it's got to change. Yeah. Uh, and you're right, Crip. You're right. You're right. I mean, again, please don't misunderstand what I'm saying. I would love for Cam Ward to come out and throw for 4,000 yards. I'd love to see Cam Ward throw for like 20 touchdowns. I'd love to see this offensive line give Martinez 12 to 15 to 1,700 yards rushing. Oh my gosh, I want to see it. That's what I would love to see. I want to see these young men set up for success. But I want to see the defense. I want to see Bain have some help on the line, the defensive line, to where Bain is not triple teamed, double teamed. I want to see this team successful. No, I don't want to bring back the 80s. I don't want to bring back to the early 2000s. No, that's not what I want. I want these young men who represent the U to come in and be set up for success. That's what I'm expecting. That's what I'm hoping for. It's not for me. Okay? You know, I'm going to wear the orange and green. I'm going to wear my orange and green hat. I'm going to wear my U hat. I'm going to have my little Sebastian thumbnail when I'm at work. I'm representing the orange and green regardless. I'm in it for life. Okay? But these young men, whether they've been here, you know, as a freshman up, or if they've been here for NIL, I don't care. I want to see that orange and green. I want to see that you be successful, because I'm going to tell you what. The world wants Miami to be successful. The world wants to throw up the U. They want to do it. You know? I know we're in all this political bullshit, and we're into all the, these dumbass videos. I know I'm getting dark. What? Easy now. But, you got some of these cats out there, they want to criticize those of us who have been following this team for 20 plus years, 30 plus years, 40 plus years. Y'all want to ridicule us and discredit us as having PTSD. You're damn right I got post-traumatic stress disorder. Yes, I do. Because this program has been successful. And in the last 20 years, it hasn't. Because of stupid, or well, I shouldn't say stupid, but illogical game day, game planning decisions. Okay? And Miami has had the talent. Miami has had some wonderful, extraordinarily talented players in the last 20 years. But due to game day, game planning, it hasn't worked out. And hopefully Mario, look, don't get me wrong. I hope Mario and Shannon and Lance and all, I hope they figure it out. I hope they do. Because I want to sit here in 4 months' time, on December 22nd, in my coat, because it might be cold by then down here. I want to sit here and I want to have a video. I want to have a patio perspective in December in regards to, man, all that crap we were talking about in August. I was a dumbass. I was wrong. That's what I want. I want Miami to be successful. Not for me, not for you, but for us, for the school, for the players. That's all. That's all I want. Anyway, the sun is setting. It is a delightful evening. As you can see, I'm getting kind of dark. What? Anyway, this whole patio perspective evening edition was basically to let y'all know that next Thursday, if you can see me, hang on. There we go. If you can see me, next Thursday night, 8 o'clock Eastern, we are going to have the first South Coast game preview show. We are going to discuss the Florida game. We are going to give our thoughts and opinions. Hopefully I got some concrete evidence. Hopefully I have some tangible evidence in order to support my argument. But regardless if we do or don't, we are going to meet together next Thursday, the 29th, I believe it is, 8 o'clock Eastern. And we are going to talk about it. And if we get off in other tangents, we get off in other tangents, but we're going to fellowship. Holy crap, the only thing showing is my forehead. Of course, that's what I get for rambling for almost an hour. But anyway, look, Crip, I'm glad you were here, man. I have missed you so much. Cajun Kane, I've missed you, seriously. Cuban Damas, you know how it is. You know what it is, Cuban. I miss Cuban. Phil, the swag. Romano, I'm hoping to see what kind of swag you got for this new season. QB, always a pleasure having you here with us, sir. But we're about to get back into the saddle. We're going to get back into the... Hang on, let me see. I need to get some light because all y'all see... Come on, hang on, hold up. Stay with me. There we go. Okay, let me get a little bit of this fleeting sunlight. There we go. What? There I am. Anyway, but yeah, thank y'all so much for stopping by. Oh crap, who was it? Anguish, that was his name. Anguish, thank you for stopping by. I know a lot of cats just happen to catch it off their, what they call it, the YouTube algorithm or whatever. But to those of you fine folks who have chimed in with myself over the last year, I appreciate it. Seriously, no bullshit. I know a lot of cats out there on their channels. They say all that shit, and they probably mean it. They probably do. But since I'm not getting paid for this, this is like public broadcasting, PBS for Miami. But no, I look. Truth be told, I appreciate y'all's fellowship. I appreciate y'all's virtual friendship. I know we're in crazy times right now. Crazy times. I don't know what is going on in the world today, but people are confused. I'm trying to find a spot. There we go. Now we're in business. But, in this day and age, times are crazy. People are basically grouped and herded based on their political and socio-economic or whatever. But I'm gonna tell you what. Look, here's what we're gonna do. Before I get out of here, and I got a little bit of daylight left here. I've been wanting to do this, so I'm gonna do it right now. And I might do it again next Thursday. But I want to offer. I'm gonna call it the South Coast Cane Challenge. The SCCC. SC to the 4th. I want to offer a challenge to all you fine folks out there that take time out. Maybe Katie was here too. Was Katie here? Maybe not. Anyway, regardless, I want to offer. I want to submit. I want to put out there. I'm going to call it the South Coast Cane Challenge. The South Coast Cane Challenge. Here's what I want y'all to do. If you do it, you do it. You don't, you don't. But I want to challenge you because this is what I've been doing for, I don't know, years, forever. But when you're out and about, you know, whether you're out at the Walmart, the grocery stores, the Publix, the gas station, whenever you interact or you pass somebody, here's what I challenge you to do. If you pass somebody, I want you to say, how you doing? I want you to say, good morning, good afternoon, good evening. You know, if you're in the retail store, be it Publix or Walmart, I challenge you whenever you pass, look at somebody, because you want to make eye contact, look at them and smile and say, how you doing? I challenge you to do that. Okay? You know, the only way that we are going to make this a better place, because we're all sharing this rock together right now. Okay, we're all sharing this rock right now together. The only way that we're going to do this is if you see somebody, say hello. How you doing? You know, when you walk up to the cashier, say, hello, how you doing? How are you today? How's your day going? And if they say, oh, I'm doing good, how's your day? Say, thank you for asking. Open that door for somebody. Okay? Let's you know, regardless of what the system says we are, let's change this world one person at a time. And all I can do is what I can control. Okay? When I'm at the gas station, the Murphy's, the Walmart, hey, hold the door open for somebody. Say, how you doing? What's going on, dude? How you been? You doing all right? You know, when you pass somebody in the store, hello there, how you doing? Good evening, good morning. You know, let's just try to show a little love and compassion to each other, regardless of all the bullshit that's going on out there right now, regardless of all the bullshit that we're being told, you know, because according to all the social medias, okay, I shouldn't be wasting my time with the likes of a QB Shad. You know, I shouldn't be wasting my time calling in talking to Mr. Devin and Mr. Frank. But you know what? You ain't boxing me in, okay? We're all people. We're all people. We are all just honest, hard-working, good people who And if you, I'm not getting political. What I've had a conviction to say this, and I want to say this to you. Jay Active, what's up, dude? Here's my thing, and I mean this with all my heart, all my soul, and all my mind. I don't care who you want for president. I don't care. Okay? I don't care. But if we're gonna make this, if we're gonna make this happen for us, okay, us, let's show a little love. Let's say a little thank you. I appreciate it. How are you doing? Because to be honest with you, there's no greater joy that I have than walking around to say the Walmart. And you got these folks with this scowl on their face. And you say, well, hello there, how are you doing? And a smile just melts. Okay, I think the AC is here. The smile just melts the frown in the sky. Okay? And I remember what, okay, I know we're not even talking about Miami now. I've done gone off the deep end, but I have to share this. I have a conviction to share this with y'all. So the other day, well, I say the other day, it's probably been a couple of years or three. I was I was in the local Walmart, like most people do. Everybody goes to Walmart, unless you go to the dollar and a quarter tree, like I do sometimes. But anyway, that's not the point. And I was with my stepson, and you know me. I'm going to sit there and say hello, how you doing, to everybody. There could be 1,000 people in the store, and I'm going to say hello to all 1,000 of them. And he's like, why are you doing that? Why are you speaking? Why are you doing that? Why are you talking to these people? And I told him, I said, look, dude, just like I just said to y'all. I mean, we're all humans. We're all people. We're all men. We're all just trying to make it through the day. And if somebody just says, hey, hello, how you doing, can make all the difference in the world. And there was a gentleman, and he just happened to be blessed with a little darker skin than I was blessed with. He said, hey man, look, can I talk to you for a second? I'm like, sure, whatever, dude, I'm down with it. So I was sitting there talking to the dude. He told me, hey, bruh, I appreciate what you're doing. I think you're doing a fine job trying to educate that young man on how to be a good person, you know? And, with all the, I'm just going to say it, with all the crap going on, talking about how we're all divided and we're not, it's not, let's just all do it, one at a time, one at a time. And like when I fellowship with Shad and Cuban and Coop and Mr. Frank, Mr. Devin, they're great guys who just happen to be blessed with a little darker skin than I was blessed with, but we're still all men. We're people. Okay? We're just trying to go to work, pay the bills, try to get home, have a cup or two, enjoy the family. That's all we're doing. You know? And you know, let's get out there again with the South Coast Cane Challenge. I challenge you folks to get out there and during your regular day-to-day out in the public, not at work or whatever, but just say hello, how you doing? Good morning, good evening, good afternoon. How are you today? And you would be surprised. You would be surprised how much you can uplift somebody. Okay? And now if you don't want to talk to people, that's fine. That's cool. That's your business. But uh, you know, just I mean, I'm not trying to be all, Dr. Phil and stuff, but I wanted to throw that in there because I've had the conviction to say that. And you know me, I try to keep the politics and all that out of our Miami discussion, but we're all men, we're all people. We're just trying to make our way. We're trying to be like George and Wheezy. Okay? If you don't know who George and Wheezy is, Google it. Okay? But anyway, you know, it is what it is. It's getting kind of dark out here talking about the sunshine. Uh, but I've, Lord have mercy, I done rambled for like a minute and 6 minutes, an hour and 6 minutes. This is almost like this morning. But anyway, uh, it's all good. It's all good. Nothing but love. Nothing but love and respect for everybody. It's all about the you. But anyway, I started this thing out with just wanting to let y'all know about next Thursday night, and I done started talking about all kind of crap. But Jay Active, appreciate you stopping by and saying hello, man. But anyway, before I run out of daylight, because if I turn lights on, the bugs are coming out. Okay? I'm in South Louisiana. Those of you in South Florida, y'all know what I'm talking about when you throw them lights on in late August. Stuff wants to start showing up and carrying you off. But anyway, uh, next week, next Thursday, 8 o'clock Eastern, if you're not doing anything, stop by, join us live. And if you're not able to, that's okay. You can rewatch it. Uh, it's not going anywhere. Do what I do. If you're not able to watch it live, rewatch it. Because Lord knows I rewatch a lot of stuff because there's a lot of good stuff out there. But anyway, I would, but you know how we do it. Peace, love, and soul, baby. I would throw up the you, but I got to hold the phone up. But thank y'all so much for spending a little bit of your Wednesday night with me. Thank you for putting up with me. Thank you for listening to this crazy old Miami fan. And we're going to catch you next time. Stay alert, stay attuned. Thank y'all so much. And we're going to... Oh, crap. I can't even hold my phone.